Hey Scorpio, welcome to Wild Pearl Tarot. Today we're going to be doing a timeless tarot and oracle reading for you, asking what's coming towards you. Whenever you see this, that's when you were meant to find it. And that being said, of course, only take what resonates and empowers you. That's what this channel is really about. If you'd like for me to pray for you, if you'd like other Scorpios and cross watchers to send you their good energy at this channel, say hi in the comment section or leave an emoji, whatever you're comfortable with. And that gives us something that we can focus on that represents you. It's only love and light in this space. It lifts us up to lift you. And lastly, if you enjoy this reading, if it resonates, if you like this channel, please help me make you my day job by hitting the like button, subscribing, sharing with a friend, or hyping. It's so helpful. Thank you. So we start with the message. I want to get the very first one out. I'm kind of gimpy today. Sorry, guys. I cut my finger really bad. It's not funny, but it's funny. So we start with, you are being gifted with blessings of happiness and peace. Little bluebird message. I love that. And then you have God as your source. The message goes like this, Scorpio. Everything you need is supplied by the infinite source of God, and your faith opens the doorway to receive. In God, there is no lack or limitation. Rather, there is plenty of abundance for all to share. Some things you can just give it up to God. You don't have to figure everything out yourself, right? All right, so we're going to start with this Rider-Waite-Smith deck. What's coming towards my Scorpio? What do they need to know? You guys, this is going to be an extended reading. So if you like advice, if you like to get into all that nitty-gritty detail, that will be a link in the description box below. We're going to get all the main cards out so I can give you a general read, and you can see if this is resonating. Nobody wants their time wasted. And then we'll unpack each one. One more. There we go, strength card. Very particular. Awesome. Okay, you know, I'm gonna pause there and let you know what's going on. At the bottom of the deck, we got the Ten of Swords. So, it's not short of some drama. We end with a strength card, which is, ye shall overcome. So you will be making progress in an area. We start with a sense of not having enough. The Empress, when it's in reverse, it can be kind of a lack, or it can be kind of a sense of being stuck, the inability to grow in an area. But what this came out with was the Seven of Swords in reverse, which means that you're coming out of deception in some shape or form. So it could have been that the wool was being pulled over your eyes, and this was kind of leading you to this place of feeling stuck, the lack of growth in an area, the lack of progress, okay? But the good news is that wool is being pulled away from your eyes so you can actually see clearly what is going on. I love that, and I can't wait to unpack that further, but let's keep going. The King of Wands is either you or somebody else. The King of Wands represents a fiery, ambitious energy, and oftentimes can represent fire signs. But if not a fire sign, it's just somebody who's very much got their eye on the prize. They know what they want in their future. They've got they're a visionary. They've got a plan. And they love feeling inspired, enthusiastic. This is that type of energy that just kind of grabs life by the reins and takes off. They can be also a very attractive individual. They can come off as very confident. And then we have the Hierophant. The Hierophant is, and again, I apologize, but this is just the general read, and then we'll get some more detail. But generally speaking, the Hierophant is how we commit ourselves to our belief systems. We usually, this is representing groups of people doing it together, whether it's at a workplace or a church, or even the union like of marriage, okay? So that institution. Five of Pentacles is the sense of scarcity or lack. And we're gonna see why this is coming up in your reading, because it looks like you're getting out of that place of scarcity if we're going to read into the Empress in reverse. The Strength card is saying, you can do this, and you're gonna do this. And there might be days you wake up where you're like, I don't know if I can, as if you're using a muscle that's atrophied a bit, but you still got the muscle, baby. So what this looks like is you getting over a hurdle, and you seeing a brighter day, you seeing a solution. And I feel like I'm catching you right as you're going around that corner. So let's unpack this further, starting with the Empress and the Seven of Swords in reverse. Something's being revealed to you, a deception of sorts, and it was within a union. It was within, we've got the Lover's card. This is somebody else you've been working with. It doesn't have to be romantic, but it's in the context of like a partnership that's been misaligned. Again, it's in reverse. Okay, so you've been stuck in this area with this person because you haven't had all the information. You know, you kind of started growing uninspired even, or maybe a sense of listlessness, you know, apathy. And it could have been that it was the other individual that was feeling the Four of Cups. If you were to look up the Four of Cups meaning, it's apathy, it's disinterest, it can be sometimes boredom. So anything else we need to know? Now this is all being revealed. This is like looking at what is. Somebody's been disconnected with their intuition. All these cards start upright in the deck. And the deal I have with the cards is if they fly on their side or if they fly in reverse, I honor that reading and read them that way. That's just how I do it. And all of these cards, except for the Four of Cups, are all upside down. So this individual, whether it's you or another person, there's been a misalignment between you guys because they're very disconnected to their intuition. They don't know what to do. And they're in a place of either giving up or apathy. It looks almost like a depression of sorts, or sometimes when you just get overwhelmed with options, you just kind of power down. Ooh, this feels like somebody's just like powered down. And it's affecting you. King of Wands, who is this? In reverse, we've got the Queen of Pentacles. Something needs attention regarding King of Wands. Here we go. Oh, the Sun. Let's get some clarity on the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. All right, so what's interesting, the Queen of Pentacles is typically a nurturing energy. It's kind, it's nurturing, and it's practical. But something's imbalanced with this Queen of Pentacles. Now, gender is not attached, but that's why I described the energy for you. There's an ending here. But then at the same time, there's a collaboration. So I'm not sure if this Queen of Pentacles is bringing on, like onboarding some help regarding this ending, or if maybe the ending is part of the help. Keep on. But we're going to good places because we got the sun shining for you. So this is not a bad ending, but there's just, this Queen of Pentacles has been stuck up here, you know? They're stuck in their mind with some kind of thinking that is keeping them limited. In reverse again, we've got the Knight of Wands. There is an impulse here. There's an impulsive energy coming through. This is the sensation of like, fuck it, you know? What about this? It might be a breath of fresh air. It might actually be a good thing. Yeah, this is not a very responsible energy. It's kind of impulsive, wanting to make an impulsive decision, probably to get a break from being stuck. And there's a flirty, fun energy all attached to it. There's partying, there's maybe even third-party energy. The Three of Cups can represent that. This is being impulsively wanting to go out maybe, and interesting dynamic, but how are we connecting this to the sun, Scorpio? The Fool, brand new beginning. Brand new beginning. You know, it's almost like this Queen of Pentacles is trying to get away from some heaviness. Like something's totally imbalanced. They feel stuck with all of it. They don't have all the answers. It kind of circles back to some of your oracle cards, the way everything you need is supplied by infinite source of God, and your faith opens up the doorway. Like if this were you, I would say you don't have to figure it all out. Because there's something about that kind of immature, impulsive energy that, I mean, this is like somebody who's like a one-night stander. This is somebody who's like, oh, fuck it, let's just skip the work and go to the party after, There's something about that actually that it introduces fun. It does introduce relief. But who's this? And there's this new start attached in the sun. It's an Ace of Pentacles. There's like all this beautiful energy attached to that. This is what I think. That King of Pentacles, or that King of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles is the same person. I'm wondering if this is you, Scorpio. If this is you, say hi. I'm sending you a hug. Because I think how you're appearing on the outside is the King of Wands. I think whoever this is, if it's not you, and this is just giving you some major clarity about somebody important to you, like the other side of this Lover's card, I think this person is coming across as the King of Wands, having their shit together, a vision of the future, knowing what they want, ambitious and confident. But underneath the surface, there's something that's just so imbalanced. They feel really stuck. There's an ending here. They need help with something. I think that they're like distracting themselves, I'm wondering. But it's leading, it might not be a bad thing. It might be the medicine this person needs, because it's leading to the sun, it's leading to a fresh start, and it's leading to the Ace of Pentacles, which can be actually like money or jobs, like a new gig, a new job. This is kind of a classic fake it till you make it a little bit. Anything else we need to know about this? Yeah, I think this person's just trying to get some damn relief from anxiety, from overthinking the situation. And this is, okay, so now the Hierophant. Let's open up a new deck of cards. What's this Hierophant represent for my Scorps? Hermit. So there's some structure being introduced. There's wisdom around this. Scorpio, if you feel that it might be a relief to just start, what's the word I'm looking for? To start adding a routine to your life, especially if it's a spiritual one. Implementing is the word. Whether that's like going to a meditation group or going to church, whether it's waking up in the morning at the same time every day, no matter what, and meditating. Oftentimes there's others in the picture here holding you accountable. If this is throwing yourself into your work in a new way, this is all a very wise choice. So this is about adding structure to your faith system. So what is your faith system, right? Like, what carries you away to a hopeful place? Because you get the Hermit, and that's deep wisdom. You're getting there, like all the spiritual cards. This is about how you've invested yourself in the past. I think you're going to be really hunkering down to make some decisions on how to conduct yourself in the future based on your investments, how you've invested your time. The people that really matter to you, the thing that really matters to you. This is about getting really down to brass tacks, down to what really matters, and then throwing yourself into a system around it. Ace of Swords, there's an epiphany, there's a realization here waiting for you. This is like a gift landing in your lap, an aha moment. What is this epiphany? I think you're going to see where you can put down a burden. You're going to see what's been draining you and how you can avoid that, how you can add closure to what's been draining you. With the 10 of Rods on its side. Now the choice is up to you though. So there's this theme about having the wool pulled away from your eyes and seeing where you're being drained in your reading. And I like that. I like that the gift of this reading is truth. The gift right now is truth. Five of Pentacles. If some of you guys are feeling lack, especially financially, you're going to be making some decisions, reprioritizing things there. You're in a quiet place, a contemplative place. This is running through your reading. It's very responsible, quiet energy. It's observant. And we have the sun. This is wonderful. So this is not steering away from the storm that is maybe your finances, or the storm that is the feeling of being left out in the cold, but steering into it. And you get the sun. So there's a lot of meditative cards, like I said. You're going to be reprioritizing most likely your schedule and where you put your time. And it's going to be huge. It's leading you towards happiness. Now here's our strength card. Our strength card says, you can do it, Scorpio. Flying out is Knight of Rods, ambitious energy. Somebody's coming towards you. Queen of Pentacles is upright. You know, this is great because I think it's the same Queen of Pentacles. Whoever this person is, whether it's you or somebody else, who's trying to look like they got their shit together, but on the inside, they're like, oh man, there's a big ending going on. They're trying to collaborate, I think, with other energies to make this go well, but they're really stuck feeling, and they're very tempted by impulse just to distract themselves and have fun to lighten the load. So I love that the Queen of Pentacles is upright. That means that she's actually balanced and she's feeling herself again, his self again, doesn't matter gender. We've got two individuals here with the Strength card. Tell me about these two individuals. Scorpio. Three of Cups and Ace of Pentacles again. This has got third-party energy. Could be just friends. Ace of Pentacles, though, there's somebody in your circle who holds real potential for you. It's like a gift. They see the value in you as well. The Ace of Pentacles comes out again. This is a new start with somebody who's you already know, most likely. Three of Cups. They're in either your friend group or your circle. And I think there's been flirting there, or there's been, because we got our page earlier, the Empress. There's total abundance here. So we end with the Empress upright, abundance and growth. This is your ticket to growth, moving forward again, expansion, healthy balance. Fascinating. All right. And at the bottom of the deck, we got the Hierophant as well, once again. So I would say, I'm going to go into the extended where we're going to get some more, we're going to get advice and unpack it further. But I would say so far, if this is where I leave you, Scorpio, right now, if you relate to the Queen of Pentacles, who's been feeling stuck and just needs to lighten the load and maybe go out for a fun evening or flirting with a friend or something, go easy on yourself. I think it feels like it's actually starts a new path out of this situation because of the Sun card, the Fool card. It's giving you relief from anxiety, okay? But there's this constant theme of going back to some kind of committed structure around your faith. It's going to add balance. And it's really key, specifically on how you're going to invest yourself in a smart fashion and get the most you can out of this investment, whether it's in relationships or it's in work or whatever. Okay, I'm going to go to the extended. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you so much. Please consider hyping and liking. Talk to you soon. Bye.